Do you love pizza? I do. Have you ever thought about going on a low-carb diet, but then you change your mind because you hate to give up your favorite foods like pizza? Well, I've got the perfect recipe for you. Stick around while I show you how to make this delicious low-carb pizza casserole that is sure to satisfy your pizza cravings. The first step is to take 1 bag of frozen riced cauliflower and cook that according to package directions. You can cook that in the microwave. You're going to want to add your riced cauliflower to a large mixing bowl. If it has a lot of excess moisture, you might want to squeeze that out. I didn't have to, but just so you know. And the next step is to add about 1/4 cup of sauteed onions to the cauliflowered rice. Now I'm adding 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now I'm using 1/4 cup of regular cream. You can also use heavy cream if you prefer, or if that's what you have on hand. But I just prefer to use regular cream because it's a little bit lower in fat and it's still low in carbs, just like heavy cream. And now it's time to add your seasonings. You can add as much salt and pepper as you wish. I recommend adding just maybe about a half teaspoon of salt. You don't need a lot. And 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese. Now I'm adding about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and like I already mentioned, you can adjust your seasonings however you wish. And now I'm adding 1 beaten egg. And of course, you're going to want to stir everything really well to combine all your ingredients. And by the way, though I forgot to mention it, you can also add a little bit of Italian seasoning or oregano and basil if you prefer. Just a little bit. It doesn't need a lot, like maybe a half teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now I'm going to add the cauliflower mixture, or my base, to a 9 by 9 inch square baking dish. And I'm going to smooth everything out, as you can see. And for this recipe, I'm going to make my own sauce because I don't want to use sauce that I purchased in the store, which is higher in carbs because it has more sugar. So I'm using 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, probably about a half teaspoon. Of course, you be the judge. You can add some if you like, or you can omit it altogether, whatever you prefer. And of course, you're going to stir everything up. Now I'm going to spread the sauce around evenly over the base. Now I'm adding pepperoni slices. I'm using regular pork pepperoni because I don't care for turkey pepperoni all that much. I don't know how many carbs are in a serving of turkey pepperoni. You'll have to check. Of course, you can add whatever toppings you want, but if you are trying to follow a low-carb diet, I would suggest sticking to low-carb toppings. I'm going to top it off with some mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to bake it in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes or until it's done.